What? School's out? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Just a second. Wrong song. Sorry. Let's try this one. This is the right song. Yeah. And welcome to homework pre-algebra. It is going to be a daily event. It should take you 15 to 20 minutes. Good news is you're going to get points for your grade. And at least for chapter 1, a little treat. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get started by talking about what you need for class. You have choices here. I know some of you like those 3-ring binders and loose leaf paper. You can get yourself all organized. That's fine and dandy with me. But if you hate those awkward things, they get stuck in your backpack, then you can also use spiral notebook and folder. I really don't care as long as you're consistent. Bring the same ones to class every day. So right now I want you to stop this video and go get the notebook or the 3-ring binder that you plan on using in class. Go stop this video and go get it right now. Why haven't you stopped the video? Stop the video and go get your stuff. Thank you for getting your stuff. I want you to get out a piece of paper because right now we are going to do our very first piece of pre-algebra homework. I know you're so excited. Try to contain yourself. First thing we always do is to put our name up here in the right-hand corner. I'm going to put my name, Mrs. Hettinger, in the right-hand corner. That way, tomorrow, when I look at this paper, I will know it's yours and you will get credit for it. Over on the left, I would like you to title it, what is it? It's homework, and it's the homework from 8-23, our very first day of school. First thing I want to do is review some things that we did in class. One of the first things that we did was to add up some numbers. We took numbers like 2 plus 3 plus 5, and I ask you to add those up without a calculator. If you do, you get 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, so it equals 10. The interesting thing when you are adding numbers is that the order is not important. I can totally change the order of these, and I still get the same answer, 10. 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10. Even if I make the 3 go first, it doesn't matter. 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 2 is 10. There's a name for this, and it's a math name, and I would like you to write it in your notes. I would like you to write commutative. C-O-M-M-U-T-A-T-I-V-E, property, P-R-O-P-E-R-T-Y, of addition. I'm going to put a box around this because this is a property that I'm going to need to remember the name of. Commutative property of addition. And what it means is the order, and we're going to of course write this in our notes, the order in which you add numbers does not affect the sum. I'm going to underline that word sum. Do you remember that word? That means the answer to an addition problem. It's a math word and it means the answer to an addition problem. The order in which you add numbers does not affect the sum. We need to put one more property in here, and it's going to be the commutative, C-O-M-M-U-T-A-T-I-V-E, property of multiplication. I bet, and I'm not going to write out multiplication, I'm just going to write M-U-L-T. and I'm going to put a box around it. I bet that you can tell me what this means. It means the order in which you multiply does not affect the product. So we're going to write down the product. Do you remember what product means? It's P-R-O-D-U-C-T, and I'm going to underline that. That means the answer to a multiplication number, or excuse me, a multiplication problem is not affected by the order in which, whoops, I've got to erase. Just a second. The numbers are multiplied. So in other words, if we take 2 and multiply it by 3, that equals 6. But so does 3 times 2. That also equals 6. Now you might say, wait a minute, what was all that stuff we did in class then if order doesn't matter? We were using all kinds of rules for how we had to add and subtract, but remember that was because we also added in multiplication, division, parentheses, and exponents. So let's go to the bottom half of our paper. What we studied in class today was called order of operations. Order of operations, O-R-D-E-R, of operations, O-P-E-R-A-T-I-O-N-S. I'm going to underline that. Order of operations is when you're mixing up a whole bunch of different operations. And we learned that first of all you have to do parentheses, so I'm going to make a little set of parentheses. Then x and exponents, so I'm going to do like 3 squared because that has an exponent on it. Then, after you've done the parentheses and exponents, you work from left to right like you're reading, and you do the multiplication, the division, whichever comes first, and then from left to right, after that's done, you do the addition and subtraction. Now sometimes people will remember their order of operations by using P and then E, then M, D, A, S. And to help them remember it, what they do is they remember please, excuse, my dear Aunt Sally. What did Aunt Sally do? Why does she need to be excused? I don't know, maybe she burped. But still, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally is what they use to remember it. So let's write down a practice problem. And here's our practice problem. It's 10, subtract 2, parentheses 1 plus 3. Do you remember that when the 2 is right by the parentheses, that means multiplication? Minus 10 divided by 5 times 3 squared. All right, let's follow the order of operations. Please, or parentheses, are first. So that's 10 minus 2 times 4 minus 10 divided by 5 times 3 squared. Okay, exponents are next, so we have to take care of that exponent on the 3. So that's 10 minus 2 times 4 minus 10 divided by 5 times 9. Okay, next, left to right, multiplication and division in the order that they are from left to right. So that's 10. I have some multiplication here, so this is 8. Minus 10 divided by 5 is 2. And then we're going to do multiplication next as we continue to work left to right. So that's 10 subtract 8 minus 18. We're going to have a problem. We're going to go into negative numbers here, but that's all right because we're going to be studying them soon anyways. So 10 subtract 8 is 2. 2 subtract 18 is negative 16 because we are going below 0. And that is our practice problem for now. We are almost done with our homework. On the next screen will be some practice problems for you to copy and try. So here are the problems. Copy them into your homework and stop the video and solve them. Thank you. I'll be back with you in a second. Oh, you might be wondering about E. When they're written like a fraction like that, you do the top part, you do the bottom part, and then you just divide. So you're going to go ahead and subtract that. 60 subtract 15 is 50. That's 45 over 9. And then that just means to divide. That's how you do that problem. Okay, stop the video. Okay, you should be about done. And when you are done, I would like you to turn to page 6 in your textbook. Now some of you are going to say, I don't have a textbook with me, but remember we took pictures of them today in class, so you should have page 6 right here on your iPad. And you're going to see the problems that you just completed and all of the answers. Please check your answers and make sure that you did them correctly. If you did not do them correctly, please change them, fix them. Now, we're almost done. When you're done with those and checking your answers, I want you to turn to page 8, and you're going to do problems number 18 through 26. So we're almost done with our homework. We're almost there. You just have a few more problems to do. Once you're done with problems 18 through 26, you're done through the night. Tomorrow, remember when you come to class, get a warm-up off of my desk. You want to do that. Check your answers on the posted warm-up answers, and then put your warm-up and your homework on the corner of your desk. If you do that, there'll be a sweet treat for you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Adios.